influence.
Hey, it's Vegas. You never know what you're going to get, right?
Alex to bring it, and Campbell down.
I was thinking about if I slip, I'm going down hard.
Hello guys, welcome back. My name is Grav, aka Gravitate, and today we are going to be showcasing and recapping the best moments and all the wacky shenanigans from this year's NHL All-Star weekend, including moments from the skills competition, the All-Star game, and everything in between. Now this weekend was a wacky one for the NHL. A lot went right and a lot went wrong that I want to talk about today. But what were the best moments and what were the weirdest things to happen at this year's NHL All-Star game? Watch till the end for all the highlights, and make sure you subscribe to the Sportsnet YouTube channel for the best sports coverage around. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. But we're first going to show you all the highlights from the NHL Skills Competition, which don't tell anybody, but I think is always better than the All-Star game, and that was no exception this year. We had some amazing competitions, but in my opinion, one of the best every single year, and especially this year, was the hardest shot competition. We had Adam Pelech, Timo Meier, Victor Hedman, and Tom Wilson, I know, facing off in the hardest shot, and it was honestly a pretty close competition, but I think we all expected it to be between Adam Pelech and Victor Hedman, and it certainly was. There was some absolute rips.
Lower to sights and raise the bar there. That's more like it. Adam Pelech, 102-2.
And Kevin, like, he takes slap shots too often. It didn't look very comfortable in that first attempt.
Sharks leading score. That one went high, and he gets it over 100. 100.1, but Pelech continues to lead. Teammate watching as Hedman improves the total, 103.2 for the Norris Trophy winner in 2018, the Conn Smythe winner in 2020. And lets it fly over 100, so all four get into triple digits, but Victor Hedman is your winner.
Now, I might be unlocking a horrible memory for all you guys, but I want you guys to remember back in the 2020 All-Star game where they had, for the accuracy shooting, a digital board on the net that players would shoot at. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad idea, and it didn't even work correctly. Oops! The NHL looked at how bad that was and changed it back to kind of the paper plates that we all know and love, making a much better competition, and Sebastian Aho took advantage.
Well, Paul McLean did too, but Michael Bossy knew how to find the back of the net. Here's Sebastian Aho having a tremendous season with...
That's 4 for 4.
You get that one?
Does he get a piece that he wants to get credit for? 10.9. There's your leader.
Gordie Dwyer took a look at that, the third one, and he signaled late.
Well, what a player he is, and there's not much of a better story this year than the Carolina Hurricanes and just how effective they've been. This is one of their young leaders. That one smashed, easy to see. Let's see that top one. Oh yeah, he just got the bottom right. And then a nice clutch to be able to get a piece of that one, and Aho gets the signal that all four are gone.
But now going on to the fastest skater competition, and this is one of the ones that just weirds me out all the time, because you'd think Connor McDavid every single time would win this competition, but it seems to fluctuate a lot more than we all expect. And there was a super close race this time around between Adrian Kempe and Jordan Kyrou, and ultimately Kyrou, the underrated superstar he is, got it done.
Well, here's a guy that could challenge. What a season Jordan Kyrou is having with the St. Louis Blues. And you saw in our earlier graphic that in game he can fly as well. One of the real up-and-comers, and he puts a 13.550 to take the lead. Here we go. He won in 2017, 18, and 19, trying to become the first four-time winner of this event. You see the time to beat from Kyrou. He could do this with a puck on his stick, and Connor McDavid will not have enough, and it will be Jordan Kyrou.
Look at that look. Oh, what a great moment for Kyrou, just nervously getting a little tap from Connor McDavid, but what a job he did. Is Kyrou in his first ever All-Star appearance
Now, I was seeing quite a bit of criticism going against the fastest skater competition this year around, and an idea I had to potentially spruce it up is, what if you had, like in Mario Kart, on all the Mario Kart games, where you go into a time trial and you go against a ghost, and you can see that ghost player right against you, going ahead or behind you. What if they had the same sort of thing? Like, if Adrian Kempe went, he would have a ghost of the player that went right before him, and Chris Kreider right next to him, and Kempe we could either see going ahead of him or behind him, and we can compare and contrast. Even if it's just something as simple as having a line in the ice that just continually goes and tracks the position of Kreider in each second, that to me would be super interesting, and again, it would give some context and give us knowledge of these guys doing amazing. Obviously, we can compare and contrast the times at the end, but in real time, I think it would make the competition way more interesting. But now we're going to go into easily the most iconic and exciting event of the NHL Skills Competition, and that, of course, is the Breakaway Challenge. Now, I just want to let you guys know, the NHL didn't have this competition for like 4 or 5 straight years, and brought it back this year. So the iconic moments we have this year weren't happening in past All-Star games. Now, the first one I want to show is easily the most iconic in my opinion, and that, of course, is Trevor Zegras getting blindfolded and still pulling off absolute wizardry.
The biggest crowd they ever had was in a game she played. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Here's Trevor Zegras with a ode to dodgeball.
We're going to do the blindfold trick. Here we go. Maybe put a blindfold on.
Get some help from his teammate.
It's a little bit more interesting.
It's a bold strategy, Simmer. Let's see if it works out.
Dodgeball action. Let's get some mascots out here with some dodgeballs. What do you say?
So apparently there's going to be, oh, here we go. The mascot's coming out to try and distract. Look out. Wow.
It's like, what are you guys giving me? Just a little kid, like just a kid having fun that loves the game still. I know there's been a lot of debate about his skill set and some of the things he's tried to pull off, but you look at the smile on his face right now. This kid just loves hockey.
That is unbelievable.
Well, and so how many kids for the next couple of weeks are going to be trying that?
And man, if you just don't like Trevor Zegras, I don't know what to say. This man is the most marketable player the NHL has had since probably like Jaromir Jagr, and it's great to see the NHL fully embracing it. He's already a star, but he's a star in my heart as well. But we cannot forget about the bromance that is Trevor Zegras and Jack Hughes, and Jack Hughes is interesting to say the least, magic throughout the skills competition, pulling out a mini version of himself, and somehow the mini version was even better.
Don't mean to be the spoiler alert, but there's a hole in the ice underneath the box.
A little mini devil coming out.
Yes, it's small equipment.
Two mini gloves. Closing up the box. That's nice. Well, magic happened.
Okay, 3 times around
All
the box.
Abracadabra.
Let's see what's in the box. Oh! It's mini
It
Jack
is a
Hughes!
mini Jack Hughes.
Wow! And he beat
And a
it!
Hughes Federano
The
with a
stick's
stick
got to
over
be
the
going.
crowd.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
But you know what? This might be a hot take, but I think maybe the best moment, the greatest moment of the skills competition was Alex DeBrincat coming out of the hallway dressed up as Zach Galifianakis from Hangover. The moment just speaks for itself.
To get the equipment because he hasn't played in some time. And, well, the next is going to be a tribute to the Hangover. Look out.
What Vegas trip wouldn't have a hangover?
Alex DeBrincat. Touchdown.
Now for the NHL, I hope we learned our lesson today that the Breakaway Challenge is good for the league. I mean, who would have thought? Showing personality. Yeah, I like that. But now we're going to move on to the 2 experimental parts of the skills competition, the Fountain Face-Off and the 22 in 21. And I was going to go on a whole tangent about this having potential and not really being all too great to start out, and how they can improve upon that. But then I realized it'll be a Vegas exclusive, we will not see this in 2023, and then I got all sad. But, going out of the Fountain Face-Off, this was, I think, the biggest new event of the skills competition, where players were on an island, basically in the middle of the Bellagio fountains, as they tried to basically pass it across 2 different targets. It was a little bit of a dumpster fire, but a fun dumpster fire at that.
Drew's in first, so Eberle would be out first. Here we go. Oh, bad bounce, bad bounce. There we go, look at that. One, Jill short. Come on, get it out. Here we go, that looks good. Two, that's two. That's in, three. Oh, come on, Jocelyn. Oh, textbook, she takes the lead. Look at that. Zach, here we go. Final two, someone's winning. Got to get off five, a little short. And there's one. Oh, this is great.
The skill these guys
Sound
have
of
is
Vegas.
amazing.
You can't teach that, can you? Oh, he knew he missed that halfway. Oh, top shelved it. All right, here we go, the two shorties.
The Fountains might be throwing some pressure on these guys.
Pressure. The times are higher, but we added a fifth target. There's one. One more to go. Got it. Wow. Okay, 25.634 seconds. Zach Werenski is your winner of the Discover NHL Found Faceoff.
But then we go on to the 22-in-21 competition where the players would shoot at a bunch of playing cards trying to get a score of 21. And I might be spoiling something here, but Joe Pavelski. I think we can all agree.
We need that ace of spades up there. Oh, there it is.
He called it too. He called it and he got it.
There we go, boys. Come on. Come on. Still want some over here.
That's $1,000.
He's dialed in right now.
All right, so next up is Nazm Khadri. The problem here is only one ace left, so we kind of know where he's going here. This is pressure. Here we go, Nazm.
Oh,
No,
there's a post.
okay.
alive.
Just a little low.
Oh, wow.
And a light.
And a light.
How good,
Sorry, boys.
How good is that?
Got the ace and a low light.
All right, so with that shot, there's no more aces, so Matthews and Kachuk are out. All right, we're going another round here with the shots. Pavelski's up again first. This could go all night. These guys shoot so well.
Ready to go? All right, we got the
What are we going for here?
queen of clubs
Queen of clubs, he calls.
on the right. Good. There's one.
Knocks it
doesn't
down.
miss.
Unbelievable how they shoot. A lot of people watching. And he got the four, and that's it. Pavelski wins this.
Little
Didn't
low.
miss a shot.
That's it.
He did not miss a shot.
Now, even though this was fun in the moment, I think the biggest problem with these events is that there were no fans there, so the only audio you were getting was from the commentators and the mic'd up players, which resulted in a little bit of a kind of awkward little moment right there, but still, in the end, it was an interesting idea and will not be brought back, so rest in peace. Now, before we get into the best moments of the All-Star game, I first want to give a shout out to the person who thought this camera angle was a good idea for the NHL Media Day interviews. I mean, in reality, it's a horrible decision, looks terrible, but it's funny, so I like it. Now, just like pretty much every single All-Star game, we see practically no defense and see a bunch of forwards doing the most they humanly can. That was no exception, and we got some beautiful goals in pretty much every single game.
Leading marksman for the Ducks. Slick move there. And that shot is in.
On ice right now. Everyone's having a good time. Obviously, it's Vegas, and everybody had a good time last night, but
Look at
what a great
what a
venue.
play. Did you see that?
And it actually went perfectly right onto the stick. And he tried to knock that pass down, and it wasn't Minnie Hughes in this one. It was Jack getting that one up and over the glove of Demko.
It's ascended in front. Makar picks it off, and his Colorado teammate, Nazm Khadri, in alone, scores. Connor, and it's a breakaway the other way. It's Steven Stamkos scoring.
52 points on the year, 20 goals again, and he is back.
Look out, a chance here. Connor scores. Jack Hughes, and here comes Hughes with Kreider in front, and Chris Kreider puts it in the back of the net.
And of course, at the end, the Metropolitan Division ended up winning the entire tournament, beating out the Central, and Claude Giroux, who might be traded at this year's deadline, is the MVP for the entire All-Star game. And that's a pretty great story. He was fantastic for the Metro Division, but honestly, the biggest story I thought in the All-Star game was the performance by Machine Gun Kelly. I'm just going to show a couple of pictures. It was really funny. There was at one point where Machine Gun Kelly was trying to get everybody to clap and raise their hands and everything, and everybody in the stands was just kind of sitting there, minding their own business, just kind of trying to get it over with. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Way more hilarious than the Green Day performance in 2020. This is the kind of awkwardness that I love and need more in my life. All in all, there were some fantastic highs and some spectacular lows, but you know what? That's the NHL All-Star weekend for you, and I would have it no other way. But that'll be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the Sportsnet YouTube channel for the best sports coverage around. Make sure you comment down below what you guys thought of this NHL All-Star weekend. What do you think were the best, the worst, the most awkward moments, and your favorite ones throughout the week? Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you share this video with your friends. Get it out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.